In this edition of Twin Reel Game Reviews, we will be taking a look at Citizens of Earth by Eden Industries. Now, Citizens of Earth is a role-playing game with a lot of inspiration from Earthbound for the Super NES. In this game, you play the role of the Vice President, who you actually just won the Vice Presidency, and this is your first day and you wake up, feeling pretty chipper, and you start off right away being able to recruit people. As you can see here, I've got a few people recruited. I haven't gotten everybody yet. There's probably a good 40 some odd people you can recruit. And when you start the game off, you come out of your house and realize that for whatever reason, a lot of people don't want you to be vice president. And so you start your game figuring out, what's going on, battling bad guys, figuring out what's the cause of the people not wanting you to be vice president. Well, that's just a small part of the story, because the story gets quite complex as the game goes along. And throughout the game, you find a lot of different areas that you can get into. There's like a city, and there's a desert area. And in here, as you can see in the battle, there are many different things that you can unlock as your characters level up. And graphics look really nice. The sound effects, the audio, I think it's really well done. There's a lot of humor in the game, a lot of references from other games, shows, stuff like that. There are some downsides though. The loading time between levels does take a while. There are freezes that happen throughout the game, and that's the main thing though. And as you can see here, one of my guys lets me drive a car, and one of the drawbacks though, which is another bug in the game, is that when you're driving, if you hit certain enemies, if you're not actually speeding through them, you actually get stuck on them and you can't move, and so then you're stuck having to go in, hitting the home button, restarting the game. Now there are times, like I was saying, where the game will lock up on you, and at that point you have to force restart the game, unfortunately. During the beginning it didn't lock up much, and so I was really enjoying this game, but as I got through the game, or more into the game, it started locking up quite a bit more, which really dropped the experience for the game. There were times where I didn't really want to continue playing because it was just too frustrating from having to restart it all the time. But apart from the long loading and the locking up, which the developers are working on, it's a fantastic game. I really enjoy the humor. Right now, because of the issues, I have to give it a 7 out of 10. And that's it for this review.